What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Got a nice workout done today.
Oh yeah, getting those
Yeah.
gains. Yeah.
Yep. Shoulders are fucked, but yeah,
Oh really?
pretty good.
Well, that sucks. You know, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe you want the pain. No pain, no
Yeah, I
gain,
like the
right?
pain. I get off on the pain.
Oh my god.
Almost as much as Dora.
Oh gee, no, don't do that. We already got flagged on YouTube once. Okay, we
Yeah.
can't be doing that. All right.
Pretty sure it was from Dora.
From
Not
Dora.
100%.
Oh.
Yeah, it was from Dora, but it was actually her. She delivered the copyright.
So is it copyright if she's your girlfriend though? She's your girlfriend, right?
You would think, but she's a bit of a bitch. So like, I don't know. I mean, she's rich and all, but she just doesn't. She just really wants the money, man. She's greedy.
Wait a second. Breaking news. I really think there's a cop in front of my house. There is. There's somebody getting pulled over outside right now.
Well, it looks like Robey is gone. He is being arrested for drug possession. So looks like I'll have to become the host of this channel.
I haven't made a layout for that yet. Shit. I knew this time could come, but I didn't think it'd be so soon. Sorry guys.
Oh,
I
man.
did my
So
best.
what are you pushing?
What am I
What
pushing?
what are you selling? Yeah, like what drugs are you selling right
What
now?
drugs am I well, it's some pretty bad stuff, man.
Like what?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Elaborate.
Uh, one of my big items right now is Mio.
Oh, like the flavored water?
Yeah, but like flavored water. So,
Damn, that's some hard shit.
yeah, it's man, it's bad. Yeah.
So how often do you use Mio?
uh, I think the better answer would be when am I not using Mio, which is when I'm asleep.
That's
You know?
that's a bad problem, man.
Yeah, and it's hard when you're trying to keep an inventory.
Yeah,
But,
I know.
You know, you're using your inventory. You know, you're supposed to sell it, and you know, like right now, like I'm drinking a Coke, but it's not a Coke. This is Mio, and the struggle's real.
Yeah, I'm on the sparkling crystals, man. You know the crystal?
Oh yeah, I had to get out of that. I had to get
See?
out of that.
Sparkling?
That shit's rough, dude. You got to be careful, right? You know,
Yeah, it's a real habit. Like I can't go like an hour without having it.
it's too many sparkles. Like it's out of control. It really is. So
Oh, yeah, I know.
yeah, but yeah, it's rough
For
out
the
there.
audio listeners, I held up a sparkling ice, and this has all been improv. We don't actually sell drugs.
You're
At
not
least I don't think
you're
so.
not supposed to tell them these things. What are you doing? Uh,
It's just the
no.
audio listeners are just believing it, dude. They're just to believe in it.
There's
You know?
okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I just
We
gotta
got we
believe.
got to go for the record, okay? Because if we don't, then these audio listeners are just all confused. You know?
Yeah, they'll get pretty confused pretty quick. That's my fault.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've talked about
It's-
it before, right? And how like we get pretty bored sometimes living
Yeah. Hold
in
on.
this area.
We need to first tell the viewers that we will be joined by a special guest.
Yes.
He's not currently home, but he will be on here soon. Hopefully within the next, I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
I think it'd be a little less than that. Yeah. Yeah. But
Okay.
we do have a
Yeah.
guest coming on shortly.
Yeah,
Um,
he will. Yeah, he'll be on. So you can continue with what you were saying.
Yeah. So in typical Robey and Logan fashion, uh, we got pretty bored over the weekend. And we do that quite a bit. And we end up on like odd adventures, you know. And we've talked about it before. We don't have anything to do in this area, right? So sometimes that leads to things like getting on the interstate and you can go north, south, east, or west, and you flip a coin and you end up in Canton.
Yeah, in our case, it's flip a coin. If we flip a coin, it lands one way. That's where we're going.
Yep.
Like tails we go this way. Heads we go the other way.
Yep. So, you know, God, we've done that a lot actually.
Yeah, we also did that for bars.
Oh,
I don't recommend that.
that was recent too. that was weird. We never did. I think we had one beer the whole night. We just kept flipping coins because the vibe just wasn't good.
Yeah, the vibes weren't good. There really wasn't a whole lot of people out. I think it was Super Bowl weekend. That's why.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, you want to get into another little story, I guess, while we're waiting for him,
well, what's that?
or you have anything else to talk about?
Well, I was just gonna carry on about the Canton trip.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so yeah,
Canton
we
trip's a
we
good
flipped
one.
we flipped a coin and we end up in Canton, Ohio, right? And we get up there and it was like, was it like a Wednesday? It was
Yeah, it
the
was.
middle of the week, right? So there's nothing going on. There's nowhere to go, and it's like 7 o'clock. Everything's closed. I'm like, what are we doing, right? So we flipped the coin again, and the coin said, "Head back towards home." But we didn't take the quick way home. We took the like
No.
3 hour ride home. Okay. Some state route. We just followed it. We didn't use a GPS. I'm looking on the map. I'm like, okay, we got to keep going this way. We went through every little town, went clear in the middle of nowhere, through the Amish communities, and we ended up finding a dam, actually, that was really cool. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just random. When we saw it, we just pulled off and checked it out.
We passed it and then we're like, oh, we gotta turn around. You see that?
Yeah. It was actually really cool. It was a cool view, especially because it
Yeah.
was like the sun was going down right around then. The sun was getting ready to set. So.
I think the plan was, hey, let's go over to Egypt Valley.
Oh,
Was that the plan?
yes. Yeah, we ended up in Egypt Valley, didn't we?
Yeah, because we were ended up close to it, and we're like, yeah, let's go.
Well, we ended
And
up
we're-
on that same state route. We weren't close to it. We were just on the same state route. It was still like an hour and a half away from the dam,
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so we just stayed on that state route and went from north clear south, and
We didn't do anything. Like, we stopped at the gas station, but we really didn't do anything. We just kind of drove.
no, we really didn't do shit. Do we even get out when we went to Egypt Valley? I'm trying to remember.
I don't think so. No, yeah, we did. We did, but the bugs were like crazy. They
Oh.
just mowed the grass.
Yeah, the bugs were bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And that's one thing. If we say the bugs are bad, the bugs really are bad, because
Yeah.
we're used to the bugs, but this was something completely different. So
You remember going over to Wheeling? Remember the Wheeling trip?
oh, to the Overlook or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. That was really cool, actually.
Yeah. So the Wheeling Overlook. You want me to get in the backstory of that? Apparently.
Yeah.
This is what I heard from people. It may or may not be true. But apparently with that overlook, it was built by this guy. He was building it for his wife, and then I think she ended up dying in
Mhm.
the process of it, so he just kind of stopped. And so it's just like a foundation to a mansion.
Yeah.
And it just has graffiti all over it.
Yeah, and not like
People go up there
not
and
bad
spray.
graffiti either. Like the graffiti's
No, there's-
really cool.
There's like the Reddit people, dude.
The
These
Reddit.
remember the Reddit people?
No,
The little Reddit people that was sprayed all over the place. They look like Reddit people.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's coming back. But no, a lot of it was really cool artwork. I mean,
Yeah,
really, it was
yeah.
and then there's this long section or whatever, like it was like he said, the foundation, and it was where one of the exterior walls was, and somebody rickrolls everybody with graffiti. This is never gonna give you up, never gonna let
Oh
you go.
yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
And then there ended up being like a group of 3 women and 1 guy. Am I correct? There was, like-
yeah.
When we ended up
Yeah.
going there.
Yep.
And I don't remember how it happened. I think it was just because like I said something out loud or something. But like we started talking and then I started showing them like my videos.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember
and
that.
then the one girl came over and was like, "Oh, you got to give me your snap." She
Yeah.
was like, she gave us her snap.
I think
And
I still have her on Snap. I don't remember.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I went on a date with her.
Oh, that's right. You did, didn't
Interesting.
you? I
Yeah,
forgot all about all
interesting.
that.
Went to Olive Garden. It was pretty good.
Yeah, did you get some
Went
breadsticks?
back to the Overlook.
Did you get some breadsticks? The
Oh
Olive
yeah, I
Garden?
got some
Gotta get
breadsticks. Yeah, got
Get
some
salad.
ravioli.
Get some salad. Ravioli. Okay.
No, I passed, man. I wanted the ravioli.
You
It
wanted
was
a
pretty good.
ravioli? Yeah.
Yeah, ravioli. Give me the
Formioli.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place was cool though. The overpass.
Yeah, it wasn't. What we did after was probably the best.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we
So we,
leave the overpass, right? I hope I get this right.
yeah, it's right
And
down the hill.
so I'm like looking at stuff on the maps and everything, and I saw this like windmill looking thing, and evidently there's a bar inside of an old like one of those wooden windmills you'd see in like a cartoon or something. Like,
Well, we checked the tunnel out before,
well,
like that little tunnel. And
yeah,
that's how
well
we
that's
found it originally.
well the tunnel, right? That was the stairs were right by the tunnel because we parked at the bottom of that hill, right?
And I'm not sure if you're supposed to park there, but we did anyways.
Yeah, so yeah, the tunnel was before that, but the goal was we're gonna park here, we're gonna go to this bar. So we see this tunnel, we walk in, and more graffiti. Like awesome graffiti, the most beautiful owl painting I've ever seen, I swear. And then we end up going up these like stairs that are supposed to be like blocked off. And we're like climbing over the barricades at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, because they had 2 boards across it, I think.
Yeah, something like, yeah, there's like some kind of barricade,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. We went through it.
So we end up in the bar, right? Inside of
the
windmill, which is the weirdest thing, yet the coolest thing ever. And we go in there and it's karaoke night. And I'm like, now this is chill. This is another night where we were like flipping a coin. Which direction are we going? We end up in Wheeling. And flip a coin, end up in Wheeling inside this bar. It was the coolest bar I think I've ever been to. Really, honestly. Like, it was such a chill atmosphere. The people were around our age. Not a lot of people, and they were doing karaoke, and they were doing like really cool songs.
Oh man, there were some good singers in there.
That one guy did that Coheed and Cambria song. Oh my god, he was spot on. And so, you know, I can't sing, but I gave it my best shot, and they all clapped, and I got a free beer, so it was cool.
Yeah,
we need to go back.
Bad. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I didn't get up and sing because I was like, no, forget that. I'm not getting up there.
Well, after I found out you got a free beer, I was all in on it. I was contemplating it, but then I found out you get a free beer. Now I'm all in. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely singing now.
And I was also driving, so I was like, nah.
Right.
Pass on the free beer.
Somehow you always end up being the designated driver.
I think it's because I have more control. Like, it's like I can.
Well, no, there was one night that you were supposed to be the designated driver, and I ended up driving. Like, oh, I'm just gonna have one. We'll leave in a little while, and you're down in like fucking trash cans. Guess I'm sober tonight.
What was that?
Where did we go that night? Where
was that just a bar? Was that a local bar?
I think we went to the Tiki. Yeah, I think we just went to the Tiki or something that night.
Didn't I give you my keys?
Was
it my truck?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you were like, oh, I don't know. I was like, yeah, you're starting to buzz pretty good. And
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I highly recommend just getting trash cans and just drinking them nonstop.
Okay, I just got a text from our special guest. So we'll finish this story out real quick. And then we'll get him in here.
So we picked up one of my friends. I think that's
Yeah.
St. Clair's.
Alex, was it? Was her name Alex?
Yeah.
And she took us somewhere really weird, right?
Yeah. She actually gave us kind of directions because I was there before with her, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But like I forgot completely like where it was.
Right.
But yeah, you just go out and it's like a tuberculosis center, I think, an old one.
Oh yeah, like an old TB hospital. Yeah.
It was just eerie. Apparently it's also haunted. We have this thing where we go to haunted places.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of our thing.
It is. We always end up in really weird haunted places. And I think we're gonna get into that a little more in a little bit, huh?
Oh yeah, is he coming on?
Yeah. So yeah, we're pretty much done with that story, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we also went to Egypt Valley, but it was raining and we didn't.
Oh yeah, we never got out because it was raining.
Yeah, and then we went back. We always end up with Egypt.
That was like
Valley.
a 10-hour trip, by the way. Like that.
Was it?
It was daytime, and then it was the middle of the night by the time we got back.
No, it was like 7. We were waiting for her like 11, I think. It was like 7 or 8 when we left.
Yeah. Okay. So what time we get back there?
And,
Like 3 or 4. It was at least like 4 or 5 hours. It was a long deal.
It was probably like 2 or 3. Yeah.
So, okay. Well, let's get Blaine on here, and I'm gonna leave everybody with a picture to check out as we get ready to bring up our next
what picture is
story.
it?
It's the graffiti that you wanted me to show everybody.
So yeah, I took this picture.
We gotta switch over on the calls, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Do we have to leave the call?
Yeah, you have to get into the group call. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got us, and I don't have Blaine yet.
But yeah, this picture was actually taken by me. Sorry for the audio listeners. You have to check out the video, which will be up on YouTube.
Yo.
But this tunnel is like, I guess is a total of like 1,300 feet, and it's covered with graffiti like all over. The whole way down, like 1,300 feet. That's long.
Yeah. So that's like almost a quarter mile.
No, we talked about the tunnel.
Yeah. Your camera's not popping up yet.
Yeah, I noticed that. Hang on a second.
You might just want to unplug it and plug it back in. It fixed mine.
Yeah, be a quick fix. So, yeah, was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night, we got bored again, and so I'm like, what are we gonna do tonight? And we're like tossing around ideas, like we could just drive out of town and go bowling or whatever. But I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I would have been down for bowling too.
I was all down for bowling. Nobody else wanted to go bowling.
So yeah, I didn't pop into my head though.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you guys want to go exploring? I'll take you guys somewhere I know you ain't ever been.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, we end up calling Blaine. I'm like, we're going exploring. We're going south, but we don't know where. We're gonna pick you up, and he's like, I got just the spot. So, you want to tell him a little bit about that place that you took us to, Blaine?
Oh, it's just a fucking old war tunnel down in West Virginia. I mean, it's just a hangout spot for a bunch of teenagers, really. Just filled with graffiti, like Logan said earlier.
Yeah. What was the name of that? Eden's Tunnel?
Eaton's Tunnel.
Eaton's Tunnel, yeah.
It's on the North Bend Trail, which is a branch of the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah. And I remember looking up, there's actually another name, but I can't remember what it is right now.
Silver Line, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was what it was, Silver Line Tunnel.
How do I remember that? I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So yeah, we end up going to.
So what's the backstory on this place? Because people have died there, like other than the war.
Give me just a second. I'll start looking it up. Actually.
Okay.
I was just sending out a tweet.
Because I remember. Whoa, you're tweeting on the podcast, man. That's illegal. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
It's promoting your podcast, so I would hush up.
Hey,
okay.
Thanks
All right.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks a lot. But wasn't it like people got crushed by rocks?
Yeah, I think there was a story about a girl that got crushed by a rock or something. Let me see.
I'm doing a little search for it right now. The Silver Run Tunnel.
Silver Run Tunnel.
Okay. So it's 1,376 feet long, and is said to be haunted by a ghostly pale woman. Engineers in the late 1800s and early 1900s claimed to have seen the ghostly figure along the tracks of the tunnel. Legends say she was a bride making her way to her groom in Parkersburg before she was killed near the tunnel. It gives a tip to take flashlights. The tunnel is really long and very dark. And then you end up with like some directions and a GPS code.
Yeah, there ain't no address for you to follow.
It doesn't.
A GPS code you got to take.
It doesn't say how she was killed though. That's the only thing.
Just imagine this: a football field from the end zone line to the other end zone line, 300 feet, correct?
Yeah. Well, no. Well,
1,300 feet. Yeah,
well.
the end zone line to end zone line.
Oh, end zone line.
I'm not
Okay.
talking about the end zones.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's 300 feet.
Yeah.
And just add that, like 1,300 feet. That is a long tunnel.
Yeah. Well, it's like 5,200 feet is a mile.
Yeah.
So you're a little over a quarter mile, I'd say.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
That's
It's
crazy for a
actually
tunnel.
it's about a quarter mile. So.
That's crazy for a tunnel, honestly.
Yeah. No. And it didn't seem like it
In the
was gonna
middle of
be that
nowhere.
long. And
Yeah, I was about to say, tell him what kind of messed with you, Roby. It was like it took forever to get to the end of the tunnel the first time.
Yeah,
On the way
yeah,
back,
we get
seemed
there like
nothing.
and it's pretty cold out anyways. So we're trekking through the woods on this path to this tunnel, and we get in this tunnel, and it's so long. Like I can't even believe it. Like he said we were going to a tunnel. I thought, okay, yeah, it's gonna be dark in the tunnel, and we're probably gonna get a little glimpse of light from the moon or something outside the other end of the tunnel. You get halfway through the tunnel, and you still can't see a goddamn thing. Okay, there's no light at all, right? And the deeper you get into the tunnel, the creepier it gets because you're looking around, you're like, what's behind me? Because you can't see. It's literally that dark. It is literally pitch black.
Yeah, no,
And
I
flashlights
Logan
are
walking-
not enough. Flashlights
I
are not
remember
enough.
Logan walking next to me, and literally every 2 seconds he was like,
Dude, like I was paranoid, man.
Well, you
I
get
don't know if,
like an eerie
it's like-
feeling or something from behind.
yeah, like I felt eerie that whole time through that tunnel. And then I was also checking, I was like, better make sure there's no bears or something.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Make sure
there's
there's
bears
no
down there, right?
Yeah. What were you saying? The saying about the bears? About the different colors of the bears?
Oh yeah, if they're black, fight back. If they're brown, lay down. If they're white, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true though.
Yeah, you're not messing with a polar bear.
Yeah, if they're brown, you just want to play dead. If they're black, you just punch them right in the nose.
But polar bears look so cuddly. Like, why are polar bears not?
Because they're huge and they don't care. They'll eat you. It doesn't matter if you lay down; they'll eat you.
They look so adorable, though. So
I'm
yeah,
looking more into the tunnel and shit, and I found something about, like, I actually found some article about like ghost hunter that went there. I guess. Said somebody took a picture. Photos show what appeared to be orbs of a ball of light associated with ghosts. And I mean, we were taking pictures and stuff too, weren't we, Roby?
You remember
Yeah.
that first picture you took
well-
of me on the wall? Because it had my name on it.
Yeah, dude,
you know what? I haven't even
that-
looked at that.
Yeah.
I forgot
we,
all about it. To be honest,
We found all our names in the tunnel.
Yeah, that was weird because we
But
found
all of
Logan's
yours
were
was
spelled
name.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was spelled right.
Well, it makes sense. Maybe
Yeah.
we're just drawing too many connections with it, but we did find both of our names, and they are easy to misspell. So.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and there's all sorts of different ways to spell it.
Right.
Honestly.
But I just thought it was weird that we would see all three of our names really big in the tunnel.
Yeah. Wasn't
Like-
the first picture that you took of me like had something weird off to the right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it off my phone really quick into the stream, and show
Oh, okay.
the video listeners, viewers. It's
The
got
video listeners.
video listeners. I don't know what I don't know what it was on the side. That caused it to. It's just kind of almost like
It's
somebody ran
weird.
across real fast, but there's nobody from that direction because Blaine was over on the left.
I just wasn't sure if it was like glare from my flashlight on him or what.
Yeah.
The second picture we took almost the same, but it was good. There was nothing there. But that first one,
should
I don't know what
upload.
that was. It was really odd looking. It went all the way to the top too.
Got it uploading. It might take a second.
You want to tell them about how well, hold up. You have the picture up.
No, I don't have the picture up. It's still loading
Oh,
for
it's-
some reason. I'm gonna bring it back to us real quick, and then I'll
Okay.
come back later.
You want to tell us about the times when you started recording? and what happened.
Oh my god.
The times, like, since you have that picture up, it's actually fitting.
Yeah.
You see the 666.
Yeah, I switched it back. So I started recording about halfway through the tunnel. And when we got to the end of the tunnel, Blaine's dog Mira starts going crazy. And she's not having it. She's scared. She's like not wanting anything to do with going outside the tunnel. And I just kept checking to see like how long, we'd been in the tunnel, and I checked and I was like, okay, 6 minutes. What's that?
What I thought about like Mira acting funny at the end of the tunnel was, I'm pretty sure it was just the
waterfall.
The waterfall to the right, that she didn't know where it was. She was like, "What the fuck's that noise? Where's it coming from?"
That's what I thought too.
Well, yeah, and that could be, but I just thought it was weird. Let me find them.
Hey, a doggo is the best ghost hunting device you can bring.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
But that was, I mean, that recording thing, I mean, maybe we're making it too big than what it actually was. It could have just been a coincidence. But it was kind of odd how you said like it took 6 minutes when you started recording to the other tunnel, and then 6 minutes to get back halfway, and then 6 minutes to get out of the tunnel.
Yeah. So yeah, it was when I got out of the tunnel. It was at 6, and it was weird because, like he said, I start recording halfway through, and it's 6 minutes each time, which is weird because we were stopping, looking at graffiti. We weren't just walking straight through. And we get out after we get back to the entrance, and I'm like, this is weird. It's 18 minutes, and I started recording halfway. That's 666.
Yeah.
And what's even weirder is, since we started talking about this picture, I cannot. It's not a form. It's like the format's all jacked up on it.
What?
Yeah, I can't even.
What about the other picture?
The other picture works fine. The 666 thing you sent me. This one's showing up as an HEIC file, and I don't know what that format is. I've never heard of that kind of
Maybe
a file.
we caught a ghost on camera.
I can't even.
Honestly, that picture he took of you the first time, Logan, it very well could have been.
That was very spooky, wasn't it?
That was a spooky picture.
Yeah.
It was one of the first ones we took.
The whole right side was like blurry. It was like, I don't know.
It won't let me switch it to a JPEG.
And it was just like that. It was just the one side too.
Yeah.
And then the next picture we took, it was perfectly fine.
Okay.
The odd part about that, it was behind me, and like I kept like freaking out about something behind me.
I'm gonna try
throughout the whole tunnel.
Redo this.
And like I felt weird on my back through the whole tunnel. Like I felt like cold chills. Like I was like, that's so creepy.
I just sent you the picture, Logan, because I'm trying to get it to force it back into like a JPEG or something.
Back in the day.
What was that?
Sure you didn't play with any gateways back in the day?
No. All right, so
okay, I got it fixed.
You got it fixed?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that picture is
creepy, isn't it?
It's so creepy. Just the left side's dark.
Dude. You send it to him, but you don't send it to me.
Now it's upside down, dude. This is all jacked. I have no idea.
It's upside down.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not even on the stream for me.
It's
yeah, it's on the stream for me.
Okay, so it's upside down, but look at the left side.
Just flip it vertically.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Look at that
click
left
it
side.
And click modify. Should be under like modify or morph, something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking. It's not giving me an option.
That's so creepy.
Transform.
I don't know.
Rotate.
That's it. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
What would make that though?
I don't know.
You got it? You got it flipped?
Yeah, it should be on stream.
Yeah, now it's on the right side.
Okay.
What would make that though? Like the only thing I could think of is the light.
Yeah, and I was standing to the left, shining the light.
Yeah, he was on the left. That was the weird part.
But the second picture was clean. Like we took a second picture and it was clean.
Yeah, that was
It was
what
just the
made it
first one.
weird.
Do you have the second picture on there?
I can get it up real quick. As long as it comes through as a JPEG instead of something stupid. That one was giving me a fit for some reason.
That's just so weird.
The ghost knows.
Like-
It just doesn't want to be found.
I don't even
I've
think
had
light
stuff like
works
that
that way.
happen.
Light does not work that way.
All right.
And throughout the whole time walking through the tunnel, I just kept looking behind every like 20 seconds.
Yeah, and for our audio listeners, if you want, you're really gonna have to check this stuff out in the podcast. It's cool, definitely. worth
Yeah,
it.
we'll be on the YouTube.
We'll be on the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
The YouTube. So
Take
I
a
think that's
minute
enough of
to
that picture.
promote my channel. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at TheBlaniac.
This one's doing the same thing. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean we don't really need it. Just know
Yeah.
that the second picture was clean.
It's only gonna take a second. I can get it pulled back up. I'm working on it.
The good part of this is gonna come later, when I start describing what happens later. We'll get into that. Now it's just building up the suspense.
I think this might turn into a ghost podcast because we've already had 2 ghost stories involved in this.
Dude, honestly, podcasts about like ghost hunts and just creepy stuff like that are one of the most popular types of podcasts.
That's the
you
kind
can
of stuff
listen
that
to.
I listen to. Is weird
dude.
stuff like that.
Have you listened to Cult Leader?
No, I'll check.
Shout
that
out to
though.
Spencer Henry.
I don't know. We kind of go to haunted places though. We kind of
Okay, so here's the other one.
stories.
Did you zoom? That one looks a lot more zoomed in too,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but
and
the
so
other
much
one's
more
clean.
focused.
What does that say on the left?
Fucked since birth.
Yeah, it was pointing at my name. It
Yeah,
was awesome.
pointing at your names. That's why you wanted the picture. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird between the 2 pictures like that.
Yeah, like that one, like the lighting looks great on that one.
That's what makes me wonder what happened. That makes me
the
wonder if
lighting was
something
all messed
interfered.
up on the other one.
Be-
Yeah, it's odd.
Maybe a coincidence, maybe not.
Hmm.
But man, the vibes in there are just
Chilling,
so bad.
very chilling.
They're so bad.
Yeah, like it's so weird that the picture's like that though, because like I was checking my back every like so often,
Right.
and I remember I was starting to creep you out because every time I turn around, you're
Then
like,
I
"What's
had to
going
start
on?" And
turning
you turn
around because it was like, yeah, it was like an instinct. It's like, what? Is there something behind us?
I don't know. I just felt
Like,
odd.
I was feeling fine all the way through the tunnel because I've been through in that tunnel multiple times.
Yeah.
I hated the tunnel. I felt bad in it.
I want to go back. 100%.
Yeah,
But I want to go back when it's warm because
Yeah.
for some reason inside that tunnel was like 10 degrees colder than it was outside.
Well, yeah,
we
you got to think it's a tunnel made entirely of concrete, so it's just going to trap all the cold air in there.
Yeah.
Especially with wind blowing through and shit.
Right.
We had to walk through the mud. We had to walk through a swamp to get there.
Yeah. And this guy in the middle that you guys have never seen before, he didn't wear boots.
Nope.
And he's been
I
there
didn't either,
before. Well, you wore something that wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
And that's what I
wore
that's
like
what I
the
did.
my boot shoes, whatever they are.
Your boot
they're really
scooting
odd.
shoes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they work though.
So yeah.
So yeah, so I did the thing and I pulled up the
The Ghost
Ghost
Radar.
Radar app,
Yeah.
which we thought was complete bullshit. But if you haven't heard, which episode was it that we talked about the Egypt Valley?
I think that was
Was it
episode,
one?
episode 1. Yeah.
Episode 1. Yeah.
So
So
go check
episode
out our
1 we talked about the Egypt Valley one.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Ghost Radar and how we thought it was bullshit, and then all that weird shit happened
Right.
with like it saying pack and then coyotes howling.
Yeah.
That made us like, okay, this is real.
Yeah.
This is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Blade, if you haven't seen it, you have to check out episode 1 to the Egypt Valley story.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
Yeah, and
Um,
the thing that sucks is I actually recorded everything that we talked about in that episode with the Ghost Radar app, but my phone deleted the video.
But luckily, I
Yeah.
think this video is recorded.
This video
Uh,
is recorded.
You want to pull it up?
Yep.
Let it speak for itself.
I will add it in here right now.
But I was getting stuff in the tunnel too, but like most of it was just like kind of like nonsense.
Right.
Like it didn't really make a
There
whole
was
lot
a-
of sense.
There was a couple of things that were pretty creepy.
Yeah. Like your dog started to whine when I was using it earlier.
Well, she kept wondering what we kept doing. Like, why do you guys keep stopping?
Yeah, she wanted to go.
The only thing is I haven't figured out how to start the video. All right, and we're back. I don't know what went wrong there.
Ugh, man.
I don't think it's gonna let me play the video. Every time I try to bring something spooky over out of this trip, it's not letting me bring it up.
Oh, no.
I know.
No. We
it
need this video.
Yeah, we do. Let me try to do something different, actually. This might screw the stream up for a second. But
Where else did we go after the tunnel? We just went to that church, didn't we? No, we went
Yeah.
to Fort Borman after that.
what's that?
Yeah, I want to. We'll get into that. I really want this video to play.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
This video is like so good.
Too bad. Okay. This is gonna have to be the solution.
So I can just describe it right now.
No,
before
I
the
got
video?
it. It's coming up.
Okay, you got it.
Yep. Some technical difficulties, but we're gonna make it.
Yeah, there goes your camera.
Yep, it was on purpose. Oh, shoot. If it'll let me. It won't let me. What the heck? No.
I think I fucked up my camera focus. Hold up.
It won't let me play it. It's not gonna let me.
This is the most disastrous episode yet.
I know.
There we go.
I don't know what happened. It just won't let me play it for some reason.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I'll keep working
you
on
want
it, and we can just keep
to? I better see some spooky soon, or I'm leaving.
some spooky secrets.
That's why I
Dude, you're
won't
making
swear.
Eric mad. Okay.
Oh crap!
You want
I'm
the
sorry,
spooky?
Eric.
I'll give you spooky.
Like
There was
it's
a
so
war here.
good.
Was there a war?
It's so
That's what he
frustrating
said.
that's not
War.
working right
Yeah.
now. Now you don't have
Dude,
the
that's
background up.
creepy as fuck.
But
Record
like
that.
it's so
Dude, it
frustrating.
is recorded.
I can just
War.
describe it. What happened? Maybe we'll end up
It's actually
just
probably
releasing.
play. I think I've got the audio playing in the stream right now.
Do ya?
Yeah. So
Hang
that's a
on.
start.
I wasn't able to hear. I had it muted.
Okay, that's fine.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No. Okay.
No, I don't hear anything in the stream.
Everything was going so
So-
good. Oh, I got it.
Oh my god, man.
He's
Boom.
breaking.
Done.
He's breaking the stream.
He's breaking everything.
It's done. Okay. I got it.
Too bad.
So
That's why I walk slow.
Just play it.
Are you playing in the entire video?
There was a war here.
really dark.
Is there a war?
That's
Yeah.
what he said.
War.
Yeah.
Dude, that's creepy as fuck. Record that.
Dude, it is recorded.
War. That's creepy. That organized. Organized war.
Is it not playing again?
Do we stay
Yeah, it's
here and
fine.
listen?
It's just
Dude,
the
I'm
audio is
getting
playing,
shit- oh
but
my God, I'm getting
the
shit ton.
video is
Let's
actually.
just keep walking.
Did it cut
Froze.
out? It cut out.
Through.
Through?
Dude,
Wonder why.
there's so many fucking lights popping up.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna be stuck describing it because it's broke.
Okay.
That's a
well,
bummer.
there's the app I was holding, and in the audio, as you can hear, it said war. First thing it said was war.
Right.
So the very first thing that was said on the app was war, and then the next was, I want to say it was organized. It said organized
yeah, it
in
said
the app.
organized. Yep.
Then it said,
Through.
was it carefully?
said through.
Or no, through.
Said
Through,
through
then
first.
carefully.
Yep.
So if you think about it, that's really odd. It's really odd that it would bring up those words, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then we
'Cause
kind of
it never brings
unscrambled
up
it.
those.
Um,
Yeah.
We kind of unscrambled it to, what was it? 'Cause we had carefully through war, and organized. Yeah, it was organized so they could carefully go through. For the war, which is what we kind of come up with, which was weird.
Yeah.
Like he said, because it all happened at once, and it was like boom, 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 boom. And we always thought that app was bogus. Like even still, we're skeptical every time. But then these little things happen like this, and you're like, well, maybe
But
not.
it never said war before. It never ever said war before.
Something else about it that kind of got me is that it wasn't saying anything when we was like walking away from the tunnel.
Right.
But I think it did say one or two things.
Yeah.
Like after we were a good ways away.
Yeah, we were getting pretty close to the
Yeah.
truck before it said anything.
Yeah.
Eric said, I mean, the same thing could happen in my garage except for the organized part. Same. I still have my motorcycle apart in my garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
was
it
just,
was
like-
it was weird though. It was really freaking weird. What
The
happened.
odds of that, if it was bullshit to bring up war at that time when there
Mhm.
was a war there, that makes me think, yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I don't know though. It's just I feel skeptical sometimes still.
do you think we should upload that video like separately?
Oh, I'm gonna upload it.
And,
I'm
like,
gonna
link
upload
it?
it. If it'll upload, I don't know. Like every time, it's so weird because like
we can't bring it up on the stream,
yeah.
but we might just upload it on YouTube separately,
Mm-hmm.
where you could actually see what was going on.
Yeah, it's definitely
So-
worth it. I've got it clipped already, so it's ready
Yeah,
to go. I
okay.
don't know why it's having issues with the stream. It also froze the stream completely out, so we had to restart it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I think the tunnel was originally a railroad.
Yeah, it was
That
a
would make
railroad
sense,
tunnel.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I do remember that, and I mean it looks like a railroad bed, anyways, all the way through.
I
So-
don't know if that was ever established or not.
Mhm.
But
There was one
I've just been
car
diving into it.
when we were heading back, and that really kind of spooked us out for a second. I think.
Oh yeah,
There was a car, and he went down toward the truck and like stopped, and then like looked at my truck. Must have looked for my truck. Looked at
Yeah.
my truck a bit, and then kept going.
There's people
It was
that
really
live
odd.
down through there.
yeah. It was. I was like.
It was
I
just
was
kinda
like, cover up
creepy.
the flashlights. Like, I thought it was a cop. Like, I thought we were going to get in trouble or something for poking around at night in the woods.
Yeah.
Shit, guys. If we're gonna start ghost hunting and shit, aren't we? I want to start googling a bunch of different.
Nobody
No,
ever wants to be
ghost hunting.
serious about it, but I'm always down. I mean,
I'm down for it. Like we have like these crazy experiences already with the Egypt Valley, and now this.
oh, yeah.
I'm down for it.
I've got some weird experiences from Egypt Valley.
So after that, we went to what's the fort name? It's
Fort
a little
Mormon.
overlook.
Mormon.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, we end up there because we saw something online that said it was haunted. But by that point, we decided it was too cold to walk around.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a good look though.
yeah, it was really cool.
You had to
Nice
punch a
look of the
quarter
river.
in the little what's it called? I forget what.
The sight
What are they
viewers
called?
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sight
Yeah.
viewers.
Whatever
I
they are.
jumped in front of it and yelled at me.
Yeah, he jumped. I'm like, I'm looking at stuff. I'm admiring the beauty of this river, and then all of a sudden, I just see the skin on his face. I'm like, oh, hey, thanks, asshole.
So we get out there. There was a couple people, and I put it in sport mode. I'm like, I'm gonna squeal the tires, and you're like, you won't. And I just floor it.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I tell you what, though, people that drive white Ford F-150s are assholes. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
agree
it's
with
those
that. I
two
am
right
one.
there. I'll say it's both of these two
Yeah, we
right
kind
here.
of both have one. Shit.
Yeah, both of
Yeah.
these two.
So after that, we start. What do we do? Don't we?
I mean,
head back?
the night kind of started to wind down.
Oh, we went back to the
But, yeah.
church.
Yeah, so we were like trying to find something to do. And
I'm like, all right, guys, I got one more place for you. It's on the way back. So I mean, shit, like it's an old rundown church with a cemetery and shit.
And
I mean,
we
go
won't
ahead.
get into any details, but these trips are really great for just like sharing stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just like getting deep with the boys. You know?
getting
It's just,
deep with
like,
the
chill.
boys. Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
real deep with the boys.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
had some chill music going on, some vibing music, some taiko, You know, that's some good music right there.
We started playing Jeopardy 10 hour long. and then
except for
Blaine
that
was about
part.
Blaine was getting pissed.
God, he sucks at that game. We let that go on for like an
Dude, I
hour
was
one time.
literally that close to just haul off and punching you in your ass in the face.
He got so mad. I don't get it. You were so mad. You did not want to hear
you
the
knew the type of mood I was in that night, though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fair
He
point.
was in a bad mood.
Well, Jeopardy, when we did the Jeopardy game the last time, I couldn't, like, at some point I just start maniacally laughing. So I thought maybe he would laugh.
I guarantee if you would have caught me any other night with that, I probably would have gone along with it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
It's bad timing on my part, so sorry about that.
So
It's good.
we went to the church, and I ended up passing it and then turning back around.
Yeah.
And then we go up there, and this thing is just it's torn apart.
Oh,
It's
God.
probably not safe, and
No, it's just falling. in
You're
on
like,
itself.
let's go in. Someone go in with me.
I wanted
You're
to
not
go in.
going in, pussies.
I'm not going.
Like,
I
the floor's apart. You're gonna fall through.
wouldn't be the first time I went into an abandoned building and fell through the floor.
Well, it might have been your last.
Yeah, well, I mean, I might be okay with that. I don't know. It was right next to a cemetery. You
You
wouldn't have to
need
take
to
me very
record.
far.
Yeah, true. I opened up the Ghost Radar app, and all I got was Southern, I think.
I
Southern.
don't. Did you? I don't even remember you
Yeah.
opening it.
I'm like,
we
yeah,
didn't
we're
stay
in
there
Southern
long.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is. I don't even know. I think all the meth heads in the entire area just scrapped the hell out of that place. There was nothing left.
Yeah.
All the windows were broken and everything, but the doors were still locked. The main doors, you couldn't get in those. They're
I
sturdy.
could have kicked it in. I could have kicked it in.
Yeah. Well.
Robey's tiny ass could have kicked it in.
Hey!
Yeah.
Don't be making fun of me now. So.
So then we're like, well, what do we do now? We start heading back, and we're like, oh, we gotta let's just go to the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
it was like, fuck it. Let's go have a drink at the bar just to fucking end the night.
Yeah. Just to
Yeah.
kind of start to wind things down. And we're
Yep,
sitting there
so-
at the bar, and I'm like, you know, we don't usually drink in this town. And there's another nearby bar. And I know somebody that had been hanging out at that bar. I had heard that somebody had been hanging out at that bar.
This is great. We got full Assassin's Creed
This
stealth
is so
on this.
good.
And I kind of had an idea of what said person drives.
Do you want to describe who said person is to you?
That would be my sperm donor, who I don't know.
Like
But
they
I
called
met
me
met
sperm
once.
donor.
I did meet him once in a courtroom, which I won't get into. But there's some unfinished business there, to say the least.
Which is
And
understandable.
so we were just gonna go have a drink at that bar. Well, our guest was leaving that bar, and
As we pulled up.
so we got bored again. And next thing I know, we're on an Assassin's Creed mission.
Trailing
We're
mission. Yeah.
trailing.
I think he was spooked.
Definitely spooked him, and
I think it was him
deserved
though. I'm like 95% sure it was
Yeah,
him.
it's pretty high chance.
I'm still skeptical about it because I don't know about the rims.
Yeah, that was the only thing to throw off with that.
Like when we pulled in and the headlights were beaming right on him, like
Mhm.
it dead ass looked just like him. I
Yeah.
don't want to lie. Facial features and all. I just couldn't. But I don't know about the rims though.
Well, we didn't know what he looked like until you pulled him up on Facebook, and we're like,
Right.
yeah, that's what he looked like.
Yeah.
And then so we were following him, and I don't know. I had the feel like he was getting spooked.
This all could have just been drunk us just looking for a fight.
Okay, Logan wasn't drunk though, because Logan
No,
was the
I
driver.
wasn't drunk,
But
I was
yeah.
down for it.
yeah, we were
And,
just, I don't know. Again, we get bored and we do stupid shit. Literally. Like, all of that was completely unnecessary. There was no point for any of it, but, you know.
But so we're trailing this guy, which is I'm not sure. This isn't illegal, is it?
I don't think.
I don't think so. It's not like we did anything illegal. We just followed
Yeah,
this guy. We were
no,
just
like-
driving, man. We're just driving.
Yeah,
And,
just
driving.
driving.
So he takes another road, and we start hanging back a little farther, and then that's where we take the other road, right? Because we're like, we
Mhm.
don't want to spook him. We'll take the other herd, and we ended up
Yeah,
ended
we
up behind him anyways.
still end up behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but trailing back a little more.
We're like looking down this alleyway to see if he passes down the road.
So, yeah, I don't even know. It was just wild.
So he stops. He ends up stopping, and we were way back when we passed him.
Yeah,
I think he was letting out whoever was in the passenger seat.
right.
And then we turn around. We're like, let's go
Yeah,
back. We
Logan
drive back.
deadass is like, I'm not even gonna go to the end of this road to turn around. He's turning around in the middle of the road. Gives no fucks. And I'm not even that committed at this point. He's like committed to this.
Yeah, dude, this is my shit. Okay, we're gonna find this guy. We're gonna.
He's
where
over
he's
here
at.
playing a goddamn real life RPG shit.
That's what I
He
said
really
when I was in
thinks
the
he's
middle of it.
Assassin's Creed. He really thinks he's in a
Yeah.
game. And we're just at this point, me and Blaine are like, well, that was fun while it lasted. Can we go home?
What you didn't know is I had a knife in the truck, and I was prepared to Assassin's Creed that bitch.
Oh my
God.
god, what the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
Now that is illegal, just so you know.
I didn't do it. I was immersed in this world, and I literally thought I was in Assassin's Creed. I even said it in the beginning. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
we're
know.
playing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a trailing mission.
Yeah,
we
no
trail, we
kidding.
trail him, find out where he goes, and kill him.
I don't remember saying the third part.
Okay, maybe it was just the voices in my mind, but
There goes his autism again.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, but it was, oh man, it was a weird night.
That was a hell of
Yeah.
a night.
Yeah, so we go from ghost hunting to drinking in a bar. Next thing we know, we're playing real life Assassin's Creed with Logan. But
Oh yeah,
it's a fun trip.
yeah. It was a fun trip.
So
So we ended up dropping Blaine off, and you want to describe what we did after?
Oh
We
yeah.
weren't done. Me and
I
Robey
didn't-
weren't
I-
done with the night.
yeah, I
I
guess
didn't
we
figure
were.
you guys would be done after. Honestly, I was fully ready to just like drop my dog off and you guys just be like, "Hey, let's go do some other shit."
Yeah, so Karma comes back to get us on the way home, and there's some car trailing on Logan's ass.
Oh
in
my
his
god,
truck.
we thought it was him.
Yeah, we thought it was him. We thought we
He
were
was
dead
trailing
ass.
me. He was trailing me for legit like 30 minutes, and like it was weird because he was going so much faster than me, and then he got behind me and he just waited.
Yep.
He was like right on my bumper.
Dead ass thought it was him.
Was it on
Just
the
there.
interstate?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we get off one of the exits, and they didn't get off the exit, and Logan's like, "Oh yeah, motherfucker, you're gonna tailgate me." Next thing I know, we're tailgating this little car, and we're like 2 miles away from the exit we needed in the fucking first place. But nope, we're gonna tailgate this car.
Hey, okay, we were going the speed limit. We won't disclose how fast we were going, but we ended up behind the car in that short amount of time.
Yep, these things are true. And he tailgated him for all of a half a mile, and then we got off the interstate. But he felt better.
But he felt better.
I was
That's all that
screaming at him.
matters. That's all that
Yeah,
matters is
I
if
mean-
it feels better.
Yeah, my autism really like hits in the worst moments, and I just have to like
Had to
either
get it out of his
Assassin's Creed a
system.
bitch, or ride someone's ass.
Yeah.
That's how I feel better.
I mean, everybody's got their vice, so it's all good. So,
Vice grips. Everyone's got a pair of vice grips.
yes, everybody's got a pair of vice grips. Yes.
What do they use the vice grips for?
I
mean,
think you
vice
use them to
grips are
flip
very
steaks
useful.
on a grill. I
Oh.
think that's that.
Those are
That and
fun,
I always used mine to put Vice City in my PlayStation. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Do kids use it for lice?
I thought you used Lysol for lice.
That could be. That could be.
I don't know, man.
Lysol.
I don't speak English.
Huh.
Yeah,
What have you been
Really?
speaking
What's
this
your
whole
first
time?
language?
I've been speaking American.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is true. This is
yeah.
American
So sometimes
slang.
I have a hard time understanding words. You know,
Yeah.
like
I just can't comprehend them because I'm just autistic. So sometimes they just kind of like fly through my head, and I don't. And
gonna be setting
I'm
up-
also schizophrenic, so I hear all kinds of voices.
Yeah, I'm gonna be setting up some kind of a donation thing. We're gonna try to get this guy some mental help. So please donate because he's starting to scare me. You hear a lot of funny stories, but you don't get to hear the dark stories that go on outside of the funny
Oh.
stories.
Yeah.
I-
And
No,
sadly,
they're
I'm
too dark for
deteriorating.
Twitch.
he might be getting booted off. Life is rough. I might have to go with the TheBlaniac instead because he's starting to get some threats. I'm getting scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
He called me one day. He told me his name was Crazy Ron and started freaking out. And I'm like,
Hey, you want to talk to Crazy Ron?
no, I don't.
You want to talk Crazy Ron?
No,
Roby, all you got to do is just match the freaking crazy.
that's
Yeah,
not possible.
hey,
That's not possible.
That's all you
It
gotta
is
do.
not
Just
possible.
match the fucking crazy, Roby.
Hey, that is something I said that night. If we run into any people, you have to be crazier than them just to scare them.
That
Exactly.
is something he said 100% dead ass.
That is true though. Like if you're dealing with a crazy person, if you're crazier than said crazy person, you're probably freaking them the fuck out.
Hey, listen.
Like they're more freaked out at you than you are at them by that point.
The truth is just this. Everybody's crazy. It's the ones that refuse to admit it that you really have to watch out for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I've always said. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was our wild Saturday night. We got bored again because there's nothing to do when you live in a small town and your life is
Or
rough.
just in Ohio in general.
Well,
This is just what
no,
you do if you
there's
live in
plenty to
Ohio.
do in Ohio, just not here.
Yeah.
It's
It's true.
Yeah, we don't, like I said, we can't even go bowling anymore. Not locally.
Oh yeah, the bowling alley's closed there.
Yeah.
Hey Nico,
fucking
let's go
shitty.
bowling.
Hey, Nico, let's go
Hey
bowling.
Nico.
I still get PTSD from that. just wake up, from my dreams and like shit. He wants to go bowling with me. Shut up.
Jesus. Oh man. Well, we're gonna go get this guy some help for his PTSD, so his life won't be quite as rough. We'll talk to you guys later.